motion that we call the council meeting back to order.
Okay. Second.
All in favor? There was no motion to be made, but I know the citizens probably have some questions.
So does anybody have any questions for our TCO agent?
So in your opening statement, you mentioned that there's some things that you can't say because it's pertaining to an investigation. So there is an open investigation on Point Police Department.
There is. It's administrative, and y'all know the general information of what happened. When we're looking at agency standards or the appointment of individual officers and stuff, that's our normal type of administrative investigation. So,
Is there general information of what happened that you can share with the community?
We do have that letter. We can share that. TCO sent us a 2-page letter, or sent it to the mayor and sent copies to me and Tammy. We've given it to the new members. We can put that out on the webpage. It just gives you a general breakdown of what happened and what TCO's involvement was. We can do that.
Anything outside that letter that you'd like to share?
it's very general, so kind of too broad. So.
Does anybody else have any questions?
I think generally one of the things that you kind of indicated is with the department, the way we suspended it, we are subject to the new regulations to open it back up, and that is more cumbersome than it used to be. But I think maybe we can talk about that.
So right now the city's ability to appoint officers is suspended, and so. For lack of better words, they basically have to go through the same process of what a new agency that's just being created would be going through. And so if the TCO rule is 21116, it's in the administrative code, and it breaks out basically the requirements to create and operate a law enforcement agency. Sir? We do not have the authority to appoint officers for municipalities or counties or anything like that. We have our own agency, law enforcement officers, but that's it. We're essentially a law enforcement agency, but it doesn't, the way that the state is structured, we don't have the authority to appoint in other jurisdictions.
And how long is the suspension?
So there is no date on it, and basically what it is, there's a bunch of conditions, I guess is for lack of a better word, a bunch of things that need to be met, including sustained funding source, there's policy requirements, equipment requirements, stuff like that. So basically the city would have to get to that point and show all of that along with what that the agency's services, the benefit to the public is, and all of that, basically think of it kind of like a business plan or strategic plan. All of that would kind of cover all of that. They'd be presenting it to the commission and say, hey, based on all of this is our plan, this is how everything looks. We would like, in this sense, we would like to basically reactivate our agency and get it running again.
So is the city able to sell some of the cars and the equipment?
We have no involvement or saying that. That's up to
We voted on that the
Yes,
last
and we did.
meeting.
I was just making sure y'all.
Yeah, that's not part of our thing.
I will say our ORI number
Yes.
is good for, he said, 2 years before it goes away, and we cannot have a police department without truly starting over. So basically, we're in a holding period.
The ORI number is put on, it's being held right now until we can prove
So
it.
you're talking the ORI number though, but that is through, that's through
DPS.
DPS.
Mhm.
So it's different,
Agency
that's
number.
different than the TCOL agency number.
Agency.
So,
Yeah.
Right.
The agency.
right. So those are two different things. So there's other requirements that are outside TCOL, but as far as CJIS and the DPS requirements.
Because we were not CJIS compliant, so CJIS requirements would have to be met.
Criminal justice information security, I think.
Yeah.
It's protecting all
DPS.
security and having access to stuff like criminal records, personal information, stuff like that. So that's outside of the TCOL stuff, but it is another set of standards that the department would have to meet.
Well, why did they get rid of the whole, everybody, all the police? Why?
I can't answer that. We came to assist the city in that action, so that was all initiated by the city. We just kind of helped from the administrative side of how it actually functioned.
Well, it wasn't a very good move because, I mean, as soon as they're gone, the crooks come right back into town, flip their 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, up and down the streets like normal. I mean, back to normal, their normal.
We didn't have coverage in the middle of the night anyway. No, we did not have police coverage in the middle of the night. Our officers didn't work past 10 o'clock at night.
Well,
And they didn't come in until, what, 6 or 7 in the morning?
But then again, we didn't have this problem in the middle of the night with all the troops that we got rid of.
That's
You're
right.
Totally.
exactly.
No.
We've got.
They came in the
Plus,
middle of the night
uh,
because they came in their own vehicles even. I know that for a fact.
That's illegal. We're not supposed to be doing that.
It's not illegal for a policeman if he wasn't in uniform, if he wants to ride around town, just like if I want to ride
But he
around
can't do
town
any
with-
police action if he's not in a squad car and not in uniform.
Right,
He
it's just-
He can if it's a class
It still doesn't make any sense to get rid of a whole police department on account of somebody didn't have no money right, you know? It's stupid, actually.
It was a matter of not being able to pay those officers, truly. We were
Well-
2 weeks away from shutting the doors for everything.
Well, I ain't never quit paying my taxes, and that's what I pay for. Our security around this town,
I understand that.
everybody
And
does.
it was not anyone that's here that was
Let's finish up with.
moving money
Yeah,
around
what's that law?
to make it disappear, so.
We can move.
One more question, I'm sorry.
So,
I've got one more question. I've just seen it on social media that T-Cole has tried to make contact with former officers or former chief of police. Have you been able to make contact with?
We have.
Is there any way to get around that, hiring nobody,
What do you mean?
like we had an officer here or something? He didn't have to say he was from working for the city of Point or something.
So the short answer is yes. There are ways to enter into contracts with other municipalities. There are ways to do that. Other cities in the state do have agreements with other municipalities to for those type of services. So so the short answer is yes. And it would depend on still a bunch of different conditions that they would be addressing.
The short answer, the good answer to that too is, when you call 911, it goes to Ramsey County. Ramsey
Always
County
has.
dispatches officers. And before they didn't dispatch county officers, they would call the municipality. In East Walkeny, Point, Emory, and they would take care of their own.
Well, they would only call our officers if they knew they were on duty. They wouldn't call our officers for everything. I mean, dispatch knew when our officers were on duty. If we didn't have anybody on duty in the city, the county came out, just like they're coming out now.
That's correct.
County is still answering all the calls out here.
That's right.
And county has always covered us when we did not have an officer on duty.
You mentioned there's a list of regulations and things for the city to take care of before opening up the police department. What is missing from that list? Do you have a list of checklist that there's missing things?
No, we haven't done that type of inventory or assessment with them. We've just kind of shared the information of this is the stuff that we would take. And when they feel that they're ready to start doing that, they start working with field services or, with us, and we go through that process with them. But we haven't done a complete assessment. As they stand now, how far off are they from that? Sir, did you have something also?
Okay, we'll go on to the next one.
Thank you, Bob.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. B, discuss and take action, police department, vehicles, equipment, bailiff for court security needed. Javier and Judge Bounce, please.
I'm gonna go first.
You don't have your cowboy hat on. You don't have your cowboy hat on.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it is.
All right, so everybody pretty much knows me. I'm the judge here, right? So since we lost the police department, and I've talked to Lee and I've talked to Tasha, when we have court, because we still have a backlog of court, we have to have a bailiff. So my husband, who is a retired police officer, he filled in emergency for me because we still go and qualify and everything, so we're honorably retired. But he's like, I did it one time. Because he was, he's not comfortable doing it. So when he was talking about some other stuff and the citizens were bringing up good points about not contacting them off duty, I can actually tell you firsthand, I did actually call him off duty because doing arraignments at the jail when all this stuff was going on, there was nobody that could translate. Nobody. And
But how long did it take you to get out here?
No. We did it on the
Okay,
phone,
did it on the
but
phone.
he answered, and he was actually at a birthday party. Was your son's birthday, or your son? Huh?
That's actually mine.
Oh, it was his birthday. So I felt bad about doing that, but he actually translated by way of the phone for me. So, I mean, I know him because he's always been my bailiff here. And Lee can tell you that my very first contempt of court was held in this court.
We hard.
My very first one. I've been a judge for 7 years. It was my first one, and there was no hesitation when I looked at him and I said, place him under arrest. There was no, why? No, he just did it because the guy checked all the boxes. He was arguing with her in the back. Then he came up here and started arguing with me. I said, do you want to do community service? Because it was a money issue, right? You want to do community service? No, I work too many jobs. And I said, oh, well, therefore you can pay for it. I'm not paying anything. And I said, place him under arrest. And what did he say? I didn't say that. And all three of us said, yes, you did. So he got to go to jail, but it's just the court standpoint of it. They deal with a lot of people, this is like a major drug hub. Okay, if you guys don't know, I'm a retired police officer from Fort Worth. Was there 4 months shy of 30 years. 69 is a major drug hub, so they come through. So there's a lot of Emory catches it, the county catches it. It's just a lot of traffic, and I constantly tell my husband, I said, there's so much traffic on 69. For such a small county and small towns, we have so much traffic. So those people come to court. And I'm not per se, I mean, now I've only got one wing now, but it's nice to know that I have somebody that's going to have my back if something happens, if somebody comes in. Because in Emory, I actually had a guy come to court drunk. He went to jail. It's like, don't come to court drunk. Don't come up here and cause a scene, because when they come here, they might, I've been a judge at places where they said, well, this is a Mickey Mouse court. I could hold court in a closet. You're going to respect the court. And that's what I expect when I sit behind there, like where you're sitting at in a whole court. You're going to come in here and you're going to respect it. You might not have gotten along with the officer, but it's nice to know that there's somebody behind me that, I trust him, that has got my back, because you guys see the videos, someone lunges over the deal. I've still got another 6 weeks without even doing any lifting weights on my arm, and I'm right-handed. So.
I can take them. What's the problem?
Well, I was thinking I would just slide over the Tasha.
Yeah.
But there's rules that we have to follow in the judicial process that they're actually starting to hammer on us for court security because of the Austin judge that was ambushed out front of her house. There was an Ecuador judge that got murdered just going to work out. A lot of judges are being attacked because there's something going on in society that, well, the officer, blah, 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 but I want to go after the judge.
All bailiffs have to have that bailiff class too.
Unless they're a peace officer too. Okay, I can have a peace officer.
Yeah, they still have to have that.
Right.
I had to go through it.
And you have your bailiff.
I have my bailiff.
So I know there's a lot
Now,
going on.
yeah, we have to have an
off-duty officer.
How do we do that?
How do we do that?
We just hire it as an off-duty officer position.
And I believe you have a
You can-
minimum of
You
2.
can get a hold of the constable's
2 hours.
office and, you know, pay them $50 to be a bailiff. You know, that's,
We could open it up
Other-
to county
other
to
cities.
Emory too also.
I think the rate's $100. I couldn't get one. I called when I had court, when all this stuff took place and we didn't have time to reset. I actually called and I was actually gonna have Emory come up and Emory goes,
That's what
yeah,
it is.
no, we're not coming over there. County, no, we're not coming over there.
but what about the constable?
They work for the JP.
Well, I know, but they're still bailiffs. We had.
Right, but well, I mean, your county commissioner would know more. I don't think they would come here.
Different jurisdiction.
Would we
So
have to put
that's the-
somebody?
No, it's a contract rate, much
It's
like,
just a
much like,
contract.
yeah, much like you hired, you know,
It's, well, I know in Emory, when an officer has to come in off duty, they pay him $100. But I don't know, I mean, that might be their thing.
This would just be an extra job contract.
Who do you work for right now? Nobody. You can't unless you're a licensed peace officer.
Right.
He would have to have his commission somewhere. And we can't pick his commission back up.
And that's why I'm here.
No offense out there, I mean. I'm
But
just
what
saying.
about in the bailiff?
Yes,
You
you have
still
to be an
gotta be a
officer.
peace officer
Has
to
to
be
be
a
a
bailiff.
peace officer to be a bailiff.
So what do we have to do in order to help y'all?
Double check that, because my bailiff in
Yeah.
West Texas
We
was
already
not a
make
peace
peace officer
officer.
requirements. before
He had
we
his
can hire a
bailiff
police officer. We
certificate.
can't carry any commission from.
Couldn't carry a gun,
Why do we have to
but
do
he
it?
was my
Can you answer that
bailiff.
question for me?
So it's outside Tico's realm.
Good answer.
But I am aware that there are peace officer bailiffs that are non-sworn bailiffs.
Okay.
They have different authorities on what they can do. Think of it as basically the non-sworn is basically security. So it's
Right.
basically like a security guard, whereas the peace officer has the full authority to
Right.
arrest and everything. So I've seen both.
So I had a non.
He wouldn't be able to arrest anybody if you needed it?
So,
Is that what you're saying?
you can tell the person, you're gonna have to call somebody in. So if we had another issue here, you know, we would have to call Ranks County.
But he would still be here for you though. is-
Right, so that comes into the citizens arrest type thing. If there's something going on, and let's say someone leaps over the deal and tries to come after me, and he's here, he can detain them. He can hold on to them until a
County
police
gets
officer gets here to take him to jail.
Okay.
Because you're covered, remember I sent you that stuff about that covers that, but if it's something that happened, you know, hours ago, well, hey, I want you to arrest that guy, and he did this to me 2
Right.
hours ago,
Right.
that's,
So basically, this would only be for 2 hours a month. Because we have to,
or if somebody requested a trial, but.
yeah.
right.
You should bailiff your council.
You have your bailiff certificate?
You should be bailiffing your council meetings too.
That would be a bad idea.
Because right now, everybody's relaxed. There's gonna be a time that somebody's not gonna be agreeing with what's going on and.
And you have-
you never know
if somebody's
really as relaxed as they seem.
And you have your bailiff certificate?
Yes, sir.
But that's all I wanted to say is that I don't want, because we're under the spotlight now,
Right.
I don't want anything to come down, well, hey, judge, you're having court, you don't have anybody now. Now, technically, I can look at her and go, you're my bailiff. The judge has that authority to, right now, you need to come do it. So it's like security, like what he said, you're like a security. That's kind of a spur of the moment, oh my gosh, I don't have anybody, you know. If I was having court, I could look at him and say, you're my bailiff.
I would
You
not
have
be
to
helpful.
go. But I'm just saying I don't want anything coming down judicial side if they're going, well, hey, judge, you're just doing whatever you want over there with point and everything else. No, I'm not. I'm on the up and up. Always been on the up and up. And main thing is security. There's presence. So
It's a safety issue.
yes, that's it. With all the craziness that's going on out there, it's.
Absolutely.
I do think we need security here, especially here in court.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
have
I feel like
sit down
everybody
with-
needs to be
okay.
safe, and I do too.
So we need to work on how much we're willing to pay and approximately how many hours a month it's
And
gonna be.
it's
But
basically
court's usually
contract
about
labor.
an hour to 2 hours. depending on-
Well, I mean, sometimes at one time we had a courtroom full.
Yeah.
And
It's hard
then,
to
but
say
it just depends on, I mean, it's like,
Well, and it's gonna start dropping out.
Well, and it has. I mean, obviously, we have no new intake, and we hadn't really had any new intake since December, if I'm
Yeah.
honest.
Right, but we've got that
Yeah.
backlog because we
But there-
froze it.
And there's, well, that's true too. And there, but there are some old show cause things too, where people just stopped, they'll do all the time, disappear, or they'll enter an agreement, then
Mhm.
stop doing anything. So you
And I'm
back
still
in.
signing the warrant, so.
Yeah.
They get picked up, they still go to jail.
Okay.
Then they have to come back and see us,
Okay.
because that's the deal. If they, Emory
So it's
here,
gonna
if
at
they
least
got
be a
warrants, they
couple
gotta
hours
come
a
back.
month that we would need to
That would be contract labor.
Contract labor. We just need to figure out how much we pay for that, maybe check with some of the other local cities around here that does it. I don't know if there's any other ones.
Just-
Door to door.
The only one I know, Emory does it.
Well, you would need to.
Emory
You
does?
would- you probably
Yeah, they usually have an officer come in off duty and they pay them $100. They sign a form. It
Is
comes
it
out
$100 an
out
hour?
of my court budget.
Is it $100?
No, it's just $100.
Just flat $100?
Yes. If we're there 15 minutes or 2 hours or 3 hours, if we have a trial, it's $100.
And I know Javier wants to speak too.
It's gonna be fast, because I mean, pretty much, he did all the work for me. Bringing the department, it's crucial and it's urgent. Thank you. And it's an urgent matter, okay, because of everything that is going on at night. And I can tell you firsthand, we didn't have this issue whenever we were here, because we
And how do you know we're having that issue now? Are you getting reports from county or,
citizens.
Citizen
people-
calls.
People talking.
but nobody's calling county to have them come out?
My understanding is that they're calling county. I mean, I'm not gonna speak about what's going on with them, but
As far as we
It's
know,
not a
county's been
response.
answering all calls to the city.
okay.
So
So,
it's something we can check on.
all right. Everybody, well, most of y'all know me. I know the city. You know what I've done for the city and for the police department. Anything that you guys need as far as, policies or anything for the police department, you can always call me. I've told you that I'm willing to donate my time to start the process. And, this is not a one-time, one-man job. It's everybody's gonna take it, all hands on deck. I'm not gonna bring a regiment or a dictatorship or anything like that. This is a team effort. It's a citizens effort. Because we already experienced that in the past, and I'm not willing to go through it again. Okay, the people that we're gonna be hiring in the future, they're gonna have to have integrity, stability, especially, and the drive to work here, not just because they want to work off duty and be MIA for 6 months and we don't know what's going on. I'm willing to be that leader that you guys need for this city and this department.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it. Thank you.
So, I guess, well,
Well, we're supposed to have court, June 10th.
Yeah.
We take an action on hiring a bailiff. If
Yeah,
we're-
okay.
If we're approving getting one.
yeah, we need to.
With a-
We need to talk about a bailiff at least.
Okay. I'll make a motion that we put it out there for a bailiff, or just a bailiff, because we can't carry anybody's commission.
Correct.
So we need just a bailiff.
Up to how much?
$100.
Yeah.
If that's what Emory's paying, $100.
So what, we're taking applications, is that what we're saying?
Do we need applications on that?
Next,
That comes out of the court.
real quick, I forgot to mention, I have security license, level 4, level 3 PI, and I have permission through an agency. That's a security.
And she wants him, so, I mean, do we,
And you can show that,
Pardon?
you can show that to the city, the court has that on file.
I have my licenses and everything on
That's
my
what I'm saying. That's, so she can have it on file.
Oh, yeah.
Court clerk.
I'm not sure we just go ahead and order it and hurry up.
I don't see why not, she likes him,
Yeah.
because she feels safe.
I think we need to maybe wait on having anybody look in here.
You're so far away.
What did she say? She said we should wait.
No,
Wait on hiring a bailiff for our council meetings.
Yes,
Oh,
I
I
did.
make a motion,
I-
I make a motion.
I know it's for
Javier, for security.
If you want to hold on hiring for these type of meetings, I can donate my time and be here whenever you guys.
Because we're meeting every 2 weeks right now. And we
Yeah,
probably
but
will.
if you got
throughout
your
the
security
summer.
license,
If I
For
have to do it,
work.
I'm open to do it.
Okay.
she can make that call to hire you.
Okay.
I'll make a motion that
Okay.
the judge to hire Javier for security for
Bailiff.
For court.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Okay.
for budget.
I need a second.
I second.
All in favor?
You're our new bailiff.
Thank you.
Welcome aboard.
Alright.
The other part, though, I kind of wanted this back, you know, it's not in the police department here, we'll have but the vehicles, I was thinking about this because we're, in the future,
We've already talked about it.
I know, but it's back on the
Okay,
agenda.
it is
so
on the
we'll talk
agenda,
about it.
yes.
Yeah, but we need to
Yeah.
close that up.
Where? Reopen it? If he has something to say, then I think we need to hear it. So-
If we got it, if we
It
got
says discuss police department vehicles,
right, well, we'll have to open it back up because we just closed it out when
we just said about the bailiff, we didn't say
No,
about
that was the whole thing.
It was part of the thing.
Yeah, it was part of it.
It was that line
Okay.
item. So
We
I'll
can
just make a
open
motion
it
that
back
we reopen. Okay.
Okay.
I'll make a motion we reopen item B
And I'll second.
for
that
further
motion.
discussion.
Okay, now, we'll stop.
I didn't realize you read the whole thing.
That's all right, go ahead.
On the vehicles, we voted last time to keep one for the future police department and one for the, water
City.
department.
Mhm.
After thinking about it, we're gonna get to a point, we can't afford it right now, and we all know that, about the police department. But instead of spending money later to have two cars, why don't we keep two of them for the police department?
We'll have to look at the condition of them. Most of our cars are
The
in
two
horrible.
black ones are the best condition ones. The two black ones.
I agree.
But those are also the ones that'll bring us the most money.
Javier,
Yes, sir.
two black ones are the best condition?
Yes, 1706 and 1705 are the best.
1706 and 1705?
Yes.
That's the best cars we've got.
Yeah.
What'd be after that?
All right.
What would be the next best one after that?
For the water department.
1403, I think.
The one that was in the shop at Wayne's, Wayne even told me we need to get rid of it. He said it's got more problems than we can afford to
If
fix.
it's in the shop,
No, it's already back here. We got
We
got it.
Which is fine, that's not the question I'm trying to get.
Yeah, those two black ones are the best.
Okay.
Vehicles. Well kept, up to.
I'll make a motion, we keep two of them.
I'll say.
For future police department.
So that means we'll keep three altogether.
Three
Two
altogether.
for the future police department and one.
Two best for
For
the
the water
police.
department.
And one for the
then
water.
next
And
for
one
the
for
Water
water.
department, public works.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, the water department has a Tahoe, but it's,
Are they wanting to get rid of the Tahoe or they're wanting to add another vehicle to it?
No, I think we're wanting to get rid of that.
So
The
we're gonna
water
sell
department
the
one?
Tahoe and then replace it with.
Yes.
May I go outside and look at them real quick?
sure,
Sure, go ahead.
they're all locked.
No, I'm just,
Okay,
by
okay, yeah.
looking at them, I know which one is gonna be.
Yeah. Go ahead. Usually that practice.
Yeah. Because that's safer. Huh? So let's go someone sneaking. That's what I'm saying, that's safer.
That leaves us with 4 that can be sold.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
I talked-
Plus the water department.
plus
Plus
the
that one
Tahoe.
and that
Plus the
stupid red car.
The red car we already voted.
I did talk to.
I know, we're not talking about it, it just needs to go.
The red truck?
It was one that was confiscated.
I did talk to the
Oh,
IRS.
yeah, see.
He told me that he would need a 6-day heads up because he has to travel. He has to take off work, him and his boss to come out here for the sale. So that whenever we get paid for the cars, check transfers to him and he releases the lien for the vehicles.
So the IRS
So
put a lien on
how
it.
are we gonna sell them? Where we want to auction them off or just?
We've
With
got
that being said,
offers.
3 of the 4 that we offered to sell don't,
Have already been spoken for.
they don't run.
No, they're all running except for, there's 2 over in the barn.
There's one that doesn't run at all.
There's one back here that needs to be dumped
And
off.
there's one that needs a transmission.
One needs a transmission, one needs power steering work. Those are in the barn. Those are the 2 in the barn. The ones over here all run.
Javier, which ones?
1604.
Huh? Yeah, four.
1604.
We just have
To be the third best one?
The third best one.
I don't know, maybe.
Because then we can list it through marketplace. That's a definite. We'll have it.
Well, we've got 3 different agencies that have requested to come look at our cars to
I may
buy.
not want one for don't run.
We've got Crum, we've got Crum,
We checked them out, so
Alda,
they didn't run no more.
and somebody else. There was one of them.
Okay, so hang on,
You-
let's
you-
talk about this for a second, hang on. sorry about just a second. If it needs, would you say one of them needed power steering and a transmission or something like
Yeah.
that? If
One
we
is
sell
power-
them a car, they have equipment in them, right? So they don't have to be decommissioned,
Right.
if you
Right.
will. And if all they have to pay, I mean, let's be realistic, we're not getting
We're not gonna
buku
get a
bucks
lot-
for these.
lot-
No,
You're gonna be
but I don't
paying
have
for
no
the
miles.
equipment.
So, but they may spend a little bit to fix a power steering or a transmission. You know what I'm saying? And they're still getting a better deal, not having to then reset up a police
Right,
station.
if we can sell it to other departments, we don't have to eat $1,500 to $2,000 approximately to decommission them.
Right.
If they go to another department.
Exactly.
So we actually save money on the deal if we can sell them to other departments, and we do have interest from 3
The
different
county wants
departments.
to buy some back, right?
What?
The county's wanting to buy some of them.
We had multiple people.
No, county is the one that gave us several of them.
Yeah,
We got
I
several.
know,
from
I think
county.
something they're wanting to buy some of them back, I believe.
No, not according to what I found out the other day.
Yeah,
It was,
I think they are. No, I
Yes.
Chrome, Alba, and there was one other department. I don't think it was county.
Is the county not wanting to buy any of them back?
Just say they want to buy them back.
Rockwall?
Oh, Rockwell's not going to that.
No, Rockwell's not the one. Chrome, Alba, and who was the other one, Dennis?
She's not here tonight.
There was one other one we discussed.
Lori
something.
said the county is want to look at some. We did one more, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, the thing is, the 2 best ones we're gonna keep, so it's gonna,
Okay.
yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Well,
But somebody was
Hold on.
wanting to look at them for take-home charge for their
We're done.
officers.
Okay, so sorry.
Okay.
Just because of the way they're equipped, that's worth $4,000.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
Right.
That's why we don't wanna sell them in auction, because if we sell them in auction, we have to decommission them, which will cost approximately right around 2,000. Yeah,
Per car.
per car.
Where does that cost? What are y'all saying it's gonna cost 2,000?
To decommission them if we sell them in
If we-
auction.
I know, but
If
you're
we
saying,
take them to Wayne's and have them stripped.
why y'all paying somebody else to do it?
Well,
That's what I'm saying.
Because I'm not Mr. Goodwrench and I'm not going to.
Yeah, because we're not qualified to
If
decommission the
it's gonna
SWAT car.
save $2,000, I'll do it.
Hey, are you qualified to decommission a SWAT car?
Becky, he's going to fall out of the chair. in a second. I mean, I don't know. I
I've
don't
only,
know.
I've only been a cop 30 years.
Yeah,
Okay.
he would absolutely be.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you have to have a special license for that.
Thanks.
No, you don't have to have a license.
Okay.
You just gotta remove certain things.
on item B,
I don't know.
we opened it for a second time.
Well, we weren't voting on it.
Did we
Yeah.
vote on the second?
Okay,
Is
so-
there any further action?
Mm-mm.
There's no further action on that item, right?
Right.
For
Okay.
B, I'm sorry.
You're just gonna-
Yeah.
So that was just the motion you made.
Yeah.
To keep 2 for the police, for the future police, and then 1 for the water. So we need
Yes.
to.
So
make-
we-
Which is
second
unit
it.
4. I'll
Yeah.
go check unit 4.
1604.
1604.
I got it.
I think she
Okay,
wrote it
so
down.
we're gonna keep 6, 5, and 4. 4, 5, and 6.
1604, yeah.
So we got a motion, we got a
I
second.
think it.
Okay, we got a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, now we're gonna go back, we're gonna try and go quick now.
Down to review budget.
Down to
Yes, discussion and or take action, review budget and set up workshop dates. We need time to come in and discuss this because y'all are new. So we
Yeah,
need
but-
days when
Okay,
y'all can
but
come
We
in.
also need actuals and everything, so we can.
Yes,
Yes.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is just a
Real ones.
workshop.
Yeah.
This is just to give you the information and try and point you in the direction of what's what and let you think about it. Okay?
Okay, so coming up, we've got a meeting in 2 weeks. Has anybody got vacation or anything scheduled in the next 2 weeks?
Me, I do, right here.
Oh, okay. This is where we're gonna run into a problem. And then Joe, or no,
So
George, you're out
the
July.
11th
in
and
July.
the 25th of June.
Think.
Okay.
The
What about-
9th and
okay.
the 23rd of July.
Yeah, so we have.
Okay, so what about the 3rd week in June?
That's the week I'm gone.
That's the week you're going?
Yeah.
2nd week in June? Do we have a meeting that week?
Yes.
We do. Now again,
But we
it
can
doesn't
come
have
in
to be
on a Wednesday.
Yeah,
Yeah, we can come in on a different night.
If y'all want to come in on the
Tuesday.
10th, it's the night before the meeting. We can give you all this information and what?
Sorry.
She's trying to catch up here.
Not for that day, so my brain is just.
Oh, you have court that day?
But that's in the morning. So.
Yeah,
morning.
so,
Long day. man.
so June the 10th,
Y'all go
Well, that's perfect.
yes,
June the 10th, we can do a budget meeting. Is everybody?
at 6 p.m. we'll do a budget workshop.
And that'll just be for council members?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
You bringing dinner?
Sure.
I'm sure y'all
Order
want to,
pizza.
okay,
I'm
we,
sure y'all want to do that in the form of a motion.
Yeah, we need to do that. For
Sure.
a motion. I'll make a motion that on June the 10th, we have our first budget meeting at 6 p.m.
I'll second it.
okay, all in favor?
Why is the public not invited?
This is just a chance for us to rake over the budget and
It's not us setting the budget.
It's
Wait,
a
wait, wait,
workshop.
time out.
Okay.
It's a workshop. The public is invited. It's
Okay.
just not a comment period.
Yeah.
That is it, because there's no actions to be taken. It is just an explanatory. And this is where we are. This is what we're looking at. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Next, I know it's early, we're gonna ask about the Christmas parade ideas. The fire department has volunteered to block roads for us. The Santa we normally use fell and hurt himself. If he's available, we'll use him. Yes, if he's available, we'll use him. If not, Amy's got somebody coming from Emory that can do it for us. Question is, are we gonna do a float? In the past, it's been the ladies last minute. If we could set it up early, everybody pitch in, we can do it. Otherwise, we're gonna just let whoever signs up do it. So we can table this. Y'all think about what you wanna do. See if you wanna volunteer and we can come back to it. It doesn't have to be an end all tonight.
Let's take it.
yeah, let's
I need a motion.
Second. I have a motion.
I'll make a motion.
Okay,
I'll
and
second.
second. All in favor? We'll come back to it.
I was just gonna say that the Emory fighter who volunteered, he does not charge, so there will be no charge for him. being
Okay.
seen.
Very nice.
Okay. Next is discussion and or take action. Pay increase for obtaining a D license, water operator, 50 cents for the D, $1 for the C. Ben did get his C license. Yay! We're moving forward and Gary is about to get his. This is on here because I know in the past, Tammy remembers, I think Becky remembers, we talked in depth about a different dollar amount for different raises because in a water department, you have to level up with the license. Starts at a D, then a C, then a B, then an A. It never got translated into the minutes or into anything technically legal. So we're going to revisit it. We put in the past, if once they got their D license, you could get a 50-cent raise. And we put in there to get $1 whenever they got a C license. Do we want to honor that? And if we do, are we going to start that today for Ben? Or are we going to go back to when he got his license, which was probably 3 weeks ago? April 3rd. Okay.
Yeah, you're not gonna go backwards. But when did you vote on this already?
No,
2.5
we discussed it about 2 years
Okay.
ago.
I see. I feel like we did vote.
We
on it.
did
I
vote.
think
We did too, but
we
can't-
talked about this a lot, and I don't know how it never actually made it into the
I
meeting,
have
the
gone
minutes
to
or something. But we talked about this
in depth.
in depth.
We did
And
because
we thought we put it in
if
place.
they were making the move
And
to
then
get these extra licenses.
It never got put into the minutes. It never did. Because we discussed it. It may have been at a budget that we discussed it and it was,
Go ahead.
There's an agreement that they would sign a 12-month contract.
yes.
With the pay raise, so that, because the city is paying for them to get their classes, to get, their license increased, so once they did pass that test, they would get that raise, but in conjunction with that, they would also sign a 12-month commitment with the city.
I
So
like
the
that.
city's money
It-
wasn't
I
just
think
being
that's-
thrown out there, people would get their license and go somewhere else.
Yeah.
This is a
That was for
protection.
the payback provision, Dustin?
Yes, it
Yeah,
yes,
no,
it is.
I do remember, we did put that in
Yeah,
place. We did the
I'd rather
12-month
see that.
contract.
But the,
we put that
Yeah.
in.
it did not get put in the minutes whenever they were recorded.
Can I ask what the cost is for that training?
It's not a whole lot.
Yeah, it's not a whole lot, but it's the time to
It's a
take
whole
it.
lot to you.
I don't know.
We can ask Ben, he's here.
Yeah, it's not.
Do you know how much that course was that you took for your D license?
It
Yeah,
was
free chance.
C, for C, it was
Oh,
multiple
for say, I'm
classes.
sorry.
Yeah, it's
For
several.
my D, it was 500 and, right after I beat her.
Yeah.
It was the $111 application, it's easy to get permission to take the test.
Right.
Then you go take the test. And
Mhm.
my C
Yeah, we
had
had
two
So it is more
classes.
substantial than that.
One was 540, the other one was 500.
So do we pay for the classes?
And yes.
And he had some college.
And that's what we asked the,
How much?
That's what the contract was about, was the cost of those classes.
yeah. So if the city pays for a
No,
course
no.
for any of our employees to take, if we pay for the course, they sign a 12-month contract saying that they will not leave the city for 12 months, and if they do, they have to pay the city back for that course.
We didn't want to be a training ground for everybody.
Right.
I think personally you should have that for 2 years.
Could be.
So that you're not a training ground.
Right.
And that's-
Well, we were a training ground, especially with police officers getting code enforcement training. We had code enforcement officers that would get their training and immediately exit.
And he
And-
also said he's willing to cross-train and get his license in wastewater to back Gary up on days that Gary's not here.
And so we need
So
that.
he, I would say, as an employee that's over him,
Mhm.
he deserves to be back paid when he got his license.
Yeah.
I feel like we should, because we truly did put that into place. The
Yeah.
fact that it never made it into the minutes, I don't know what happened with
That's
that.
not their fault.
And that is not his fault. And honestly, I really feel like we when we interview people and we hire them, we tell them that. Like, I think that's part of the interview process. I feel like he was probably told that
Mhm.
when he was interviewed. So, and again, we're not looking at a huge amount of money, because we're not looking at like 2 years worth of back pay. It's
Yeah.
a few weeks.
Yeah.
It's from April 3rd to. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, just basically you're looking at.
It's $320.
Yeah.
I make a motion that we pay increase after obtaining the deed to 50 cents, C license to $1 per hour, and go ahead and pay Benjamin back pay from April 3rd.
I'll second that.
All in favor? Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. Yeah, I agree.
Thanks, Ben.
Thank you.
And we'll come back another day and revisit the VMA.
Yeah.
Okay. Discuss and or take action, website alert system notifications for Sue Lacy.
Can somebody explain to me how the alert system works?
I don't know.
If there's an alert that goes out, does it go out to everybody that's on the list?
As far as we know, yes.
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean,
So the only way your name can come off of that list is if you request it to come off of that list.
correct. Because I've been on it ever since y'all
So
started.
can somebody explain to me how my name, my husband's name, and my mother-in-law's name did not come out on the alert when there was the meet and greet?
We did not put an alert out on the meeting.
Yes, you did.
We put it,
have it right there.
Yes,
we
you
put
did.
it out on the website.
Oh, okay. So it
We
wasn't.
put it on the
went out
front of
by
the
phone.
building.
No, here's what I've come to find. So you do the alert, and the alert, that is supposed to go to all emails on file and phone number. But I've come to find that sometimes, for whatever reason, people with their text messages say, I may not get the actual text. I may get the email, but I don't always get the text message.
So it doesn't
So-
always pick up both.
Yeah,
I've only missed one alert.
But, I
and
mean,
that
other
was the
than
alert
that-
I did not
for
get
the
the alert for that.
I didn't
for
get that
the-
alert.
No, I didn't get the alert for that.
I know it went out on email, but as far as text message.
I don't even know.
And
I
I know
don't
it
know
was
if
Miss
anybody-
posted-
Lacy is only signed up with her email, because I checked for her.
And then we've
her
got-
email is in there.
It went out. I mean, we have.
We posted it on the front of the building, and we sent it out through email, and we put it on the website online, didn't we?
Yes,
It was on the website.
But I never received it.
but I didn't receive it either, so I'm
I
not
didn't
sure.
receive it either.
I don't
mean,
know why I did that.
I'm just looking to see if I got it via
It's-
text message, because I know I'm signed.
I know
up.
I didn't get a text message.
I mean, I just want to be, I mean, if everybody's not getting
It
them,
was March
that's unfortunate,
31st.
so we need to figure out what's happening with that. So let me look.
Really? It couldn't have been March 31st.
That we put that out?
Oh,
Because April, whatever date it says, was the forum
oh, okay.
that we hosted.
Okay.
But all we did was provide the space for them. It was actually organized by the Republican Convention or
Yeah,
Republican
yeah,
Committee.
we-
in
No,
Rankin
I
County.
don't have one. I don't have a text alert for that, and I know that I'm set up for that
Yeah.
because I get them.
Okay.
I did not get a
I
text alert.
apologize, but I don't know what to say, what else to say.
I didn't get a text one either.
Do you typically get email alerts?
Pardon?
Do you get the email alerts?
No,
Typically.
I mean, you don't get any alerts at all?
I did. I didn't get that one. I've got all the rest of them.
See, I didn't get it. I didn't get an email or a text.
I can't tell you about email. I have so many, I couldn't tell you if I did or not.
Yeah. I mean, I noticed.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Okay, well, there's no action to take on that one.
Okay.
So we'll go to the next one. Point volunteer library concerns, Sue Lacy.
Okay. I started to speak last week about it, but I was told that you couldn't answer any questions.
Right.
Okay? By the time I got home and looked at it, the next couple of days, the whole web page for the library was gone.
We updated
Everything was
it.
taken down.
Thanks to you, we updated it. Because you had said.
No,
that
yeah,
it's-
but you didn't answer my questions, what I was asking about it.
Okay.
Okay? It said that we had a librarian. We didn't have a librarian. We have volunteers.
Right. And we
Okay.
have since updated.
We don't have electronic books, none of that. But what you did is because I asked the questions, you went home and wiped the whole web page down, but you still don't have it correct
I thought, where's that page for you?
because
said
it's
we
not
could-
open weekly. And that is still on the web page.
Where's your opening number, Saturday?
We're open every other Friday and Saturday, 10 to 2.
This is
What does it say under that? Open weekly.
Where is this? I don't know.
That is the web page.
Okay, well then we missed that part. I apologize. Originally, it was a template that somebody
It's a
And pulled
template, so we'll
over
have to locate where
and
that's
put it
at.
on
Yeah.
and didn't even read it originally.
Doesn't matter, you're not being transparent.
Well,
Okay.
we will.
Okay, well, we've
fix it.
corrected it and we will correct
Also,
it.
it's a conflict of interest for the mayor to be a volunteer.
She's been a volunteer there for years.
Doesn't matter.
Why is it a
Conflict
conflict?
of
Why is
interest.
it a conflict?
Because you can only hold one position.
No,
That's
no,
not
it's
a
not.
position.
That's not a
Wait,
position.
I don't want, that is not a conflict. That is not a paid position. It is a volunteer position. You can volunteer with the city. It is not a conflict of interest. Let's
According
keep
to
moving.
her ordinances
Let's
for
keep
the
moving.
mayor, it says that she cannot hold any other positions.
It's not a
It's not a
position.
position.
It's not a
Y'all-
position. It is a position.
It's not. She's not a paid.
Okay.
What's the not?
Okay.
Taking her
The
time to
next
sit
one,
there and allow people to read books.
No action.
no
No
action.
action.
The next one is police and code enforcement concerns, Sue Lacy. Okay.
Yes, okay, are we gonna have our ordinances followed?
We would like to think that citizens are able to follow the
Okay.
rules.
We've had 2 fences put up that they did not come and get a permit from, or they did not come before the council to see if the fences were okay.
When did they put them up?
Pardon?
When did they put them up?
It's been months ago.
We haven't had a police department in 6 months.
I understand that.
We
I
hadn't had a
understand
council.
that, but I went to the office and told them about the fences being put up, and nothing was done.
We didn't have a police department or a council.
So the people with no police department, no code enforcement, they can do whatever they wanna do.
Well, I mean, we had no council. We had no council at that point.
But they can put up sheds, they can put up ramps, they can put up carports.
Ramps are not permitted. We don't permit ramps.
Yes, you do. We had to have a permit.
I think if it's any type of construction, I think, right, that they come in and get a permit to install a ramp, but
Yeah.
I don't know that we have an ordinance against a ramp.
That's,
You have to have a permit to put the ramp in, and
All they
it
gotta
costs
do
you.
for a permit is.
That's
come in and
discrimination
fill out a
against
ramp.
disabled.
Let me- You have to have a permit, and you have to pay so much per footage.
But that's not about an ordinance.
Yes, it is.
no, ma'am. That is a building, much like we were talking about the people who wanted to come in and put homes in. That is you apply for a permit, you get an inspector out to do that. Then if city had to vote on something after the fact, if it was like turned down, and there was a variance needed, but that is not intrinsically a code enforcement or police action. That is a application to make for a building permit.
Okay, but the city, by these people putting these fences up and putting up these carports and bringing in these sheds and putting up ramps, the city is not making any money because they're not getting them paid for it.
Okay, and if that's going on,
We
that's
can't
something
charge
need to
for
look
a
at.
ramp. That violates the disability
If
act.
people are not applying for permits as they should, that is something we would want to look at.
Yeah.
I did see a fence and I saw actually, Lori, I think it's across from y'all. They put in, like they said, like 2 or 3 days doing something to put in a travel trailer behind their house.
That's the one I went by
Yes,
and looked
ma'am.
at.
Yes, and I didn't see it, but Marty did, and he mentioned
They
it.
put up a new fence on Industrial Avenue at 489. A chain link fence. They put up a new fence on Meadowview. They put it all the way down the back of the property and they put a cross fence.
I don't think
Okay.
we have any,
It's brand
we have an
new.
ordinance about the back of the property. I know this, and they're not supposed to put it in the front. So you're right, the one on industrial, we have to talk about
I
that.
don't know, I mean, I'll put a fence up and then get.
I don't think there's,
I
I don't think there's ordinance about a fence along the back. The ordinance about the fence in the front is because it would block, or it could potentially block
What
like
I'm
water
saying,
meters.
what I'm saying is they're doing it without coming before the council to get the okay.
I understand that, hun, and we can look into these items. We'll have to have addresses because I don't know these people and I don't randomly drive through the neighborhoods to see what people are doing wrong, I'll be honest.
Well, I don't either. I see it and come up here and talk about it, and that's all it does is talk about
We'll look into
We'll look
it.
into that.
it. Whatever.
Okay,
Well,
and,
send us the addresses, and I mean, we'll be happy to look into
right,
it, but
if you have
again,
the addresses.
I only saw the one across, because it's across the street from me.
Okay, the last one,
Last one, yes, ma'am. One,
this
two,
is pointed to you,
Okay.
okay?
one,
Still
two,
getting
four.
harassed about
Can
the
you
water.
read the agenda item, please?
I'd like to. 124 Meadowview Lane, water meter removed, harassment concerns, Sue Lacy.
Still getting harassed about having the water meter
By who?
removed off of our property.
By who?
I'm not gonna give out the name.
Okay, well, I have not talked to anybody about that
Okay.
water meter since you and I talked about it after that.
I would like you to acknowledge that it was a water meter removal and not a water line cover-up.
I don't know.
Wait,
What?
I don't, because I don't wanna make sure we're not stepping into any sort of private property owner dispute.
Right.
We would need to know exactly what's being discussed. Was somebody's water meter removed by the city? Are you saying that yours was removed?
No, we had 2 water meters on our property.
Okay.
Okay? Our neighbor went to her, to Tammy, and said that we had the water meter removed from him, because he was paying for it.
Okay.
Was not true.
Okay.
The meter was on our property, we had it removed because we didn't need both of them.
So y'all had 2 on your properties, and then Mr. Motto had 1 on the lot in between them,
No,
and then
so-
1 on his property?
no,
So,
there
one
was
of the
never
one of the
a
ones-
meter on the lot between us.
I don't know where the meter was. Okay, I have no idea where that meter was. Whenever my dad rented a trailer that was on that property before Mr. Maldonado bought it,
Mm-hmm.
right? There was water to that property. Where that meter sat, what piece of property it was sitting on, I have no idea. I have no way of knowing that. I know that my dad paid for water to that lot. Now,
Okay.
once that trailer went away, and then that lot got sold a couple of times, got sold to Mr. Maldonado, where that physical location of that water meter, I do not know. Mr. Maldonado told me that he did have water to that lot and was using it. Where he was using it, again, once the house went away, I don't know the answer to that.
Okay, so, but again, I don't wanna get into any private property owner disputes because that's not the city's purview.
But we did remove a water.
We
I
did take the
understand,
water
but if it
meter
was on Miss Lacy's property and we validly removed something that was on her
We
property,
don't know that.
okay, so we don't know
We don't
that.
know that.
I can, there's no paperwork on it. Nobody can find it.
Okay.
I don't have the survey in front of me. It was right on the property line within inches of either side.
The water meter,
It's a civil matter.
So-
He said it was his, she said it was hers. It got removed. There was never a work order in place.
Yes, there was.
We can't
No.
find it.
I understand that. Matt was working for the water department and he was one of the men that came out and helped remove it.
No, Miranda removed it.
Yeah.
No, she didn't.
We have
have the
text
text message.
documents.
Miranda came out and located where the meter was.
How would she do that?
She and, I don't know the guy that was with him, but they took long rods and they poked the ground until they hit the metal where the pipes are.
Okay, again, this
Okay.
is a civil matter.
so I wanna be clear, the water meter was removed. What is your issue? Is it with the other property owner?
No, My issue is people saying that we had the water department come out and cover up a whole water line.
Okay.
Who's these people? That,
Yeah, I mean,
being harassed.
I've not talked to anyone about that water meter since you and I discussed it at
I don't
the
know
city.
what we're talking about here.
Yeah, and I just wanna make sure, cause I don't think this is something that
I
the
think
city
it's
will
a
do
civil
anything about.
matter.
Right.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
That's
I
fine.
think it sounds like
understand
it's,
what you're saying. Okay.
All right, thank you.
Okay, last and but not least, I have added some stuff in, I'd like for y'all to hang on to, the city ordinances. The, there's,
is it on the agenda?
No, it's
no,
not on
it's
the
fine.
agenda.
Well, well, all right, I'll just keep what I gave you then, how about that?
You're gonna be.
All right, wait. Oh, I need a motion to adjourn.
Okay.
I make a motion, we adjourn.
Yeah.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.